You ever wake up thinking today's just another ordinary day, then find yourself starring in a viral airline meltdown? Defending your dog's honor at 30,000 feet? Yeah, that happened to me. If you told me a stranger would try to steal my service dog's paid seat, spark a full-blown circus, and then get herself deplaned by a captain who just happens to know me from back in the service, I would have said you've been watching too many YouTube compilations. But let me back up a sec. First, shout out drop in the comments where you're tuning in from. I'm Cole Mercer and my sidekick is Buck, a 90-pound golden retriever with the patience of a Buddhist monk and the tolerance for turbulence of an old-timer with a bum knee. Buck's my medical device with a heartbeat trained for panic attacks. Thanks, Uncle Sam, for the lifetime souvenir, and I always book him his own seat. That's right, 2 tickets. 14A for me, window seat, ground looks better from up here. 14B for Buck, middle seat buffer. And trust me, he's more professional than half the folks in first class. Big square head, red vest, service animal letters so loud Stevie Wonder could read him. Kid across the aisle points. Red vest means working, mom, and I swear, that made my day. Anyway, we're boarding early like usual, getting settled. Buck curls up, picture of canine professionalism. Guy in a Cubs cap leans over, grins, says, "Buddy, wish I had that focus. Last time we hit turbulence, I hugged a stranger. Same rule applies. I laugh, do not pet." The cabin's buzzing with the usual overhead bin Olympics when she arrives. If entitlement had a face, it was Karen Stewart armed with a toddler, a purse big enough to smuggle a flat screen, and a voice that could curdle fresh milk. She stops dead at our row, zeroes in on Buck, finger poised like a cruise missile. "What is that?" She fires at the young flight attendant, Chloe, who suddenly looks like she regrets every career choice she's made. Chloe stammers, "That's a service animal, ma'am." Karen, "Not buying it. It's in my child's seat." Here we go. I stay calm, use my don't startle the deer voice. "Actually, ma'am, I bought that seat for him. 2 tickets, both in my name." Chloe's checking her watch, boarding is tight, and a mom across the aisle pipes up, "Mine's a lap child, toots fine." Karen gives her a look that could peel paint, then starts haggling like she's at a garage sale. "The dog can sit on the floor. My son needs that seat." I mention FAA regulations magic words on a plane, usually. Not today. She tries to hoist her kid over Buck. He barely stirs, but I shift, making it clear I'm not moving. Guy 2 rows back calls, "Ma'am, he paid for it." Lady behind us, "Lap child means lap." Karen's jaw clenches. Everyone's so cruel. By now the aisle's bottling up, people craning their necks. Karen's not just looking for a seat. She's auditioning for a reality show. Chloe radios for backup. Karen ramps up, "I am a mother. My child needs a seat more than a dog does." She's banking on that universal mom sympathy, but these folks just want to get home, not watch Karen versus the world, cabin edition. Then she throws the classic move, clutches her chest. I'm allergic." Sudden victim, instant performance. Woman across the aisle, cool as ice, holds up an EpiPen. "I've got real allergies, ma'am. If it's serious, please take the new seat." Chloe offers a seat in row 18. Karen, "No, I paid for this seat. He should move." The mood in the plane shift, sympathy meter hits 0. Just then, Maria arrives, the senior flight attendant, all calm steel. "Ma'am, policy is to relocate the passenger with the allergy. There's an open aisle seat in row 18. Makes perfect sense unless your real goal isn't relief, but winning." Karen, lips pursed, "You're prioritizing a dog over a human child?" Now her kid is crying, and the whole cabin just wants to taxi. Finally, the captain gets word, Captain Jack Rios, and yeah, small world, we'd served in the same branch. He strides down the aisle with the authority of a man who's seen it all and has no time for nonsense. "Ma'am, you bought 1 seat 14C. This gentleman purchased 2-1 for himself, 1 for his service animal. That's federal law. You were offered a comparable seat for your allergy. Refused. Now you will comply with crew instructions or you will be deplaned." Crystal. That should have been the end. But Carino, Karen reaches across, grabs Buck's harness, yanks. Buck yelps, startled, looks at me, tail tucked, like, "Dad, what gives?" Captain Rios's face turns to granite. Physical interference with a service animal is a federal offense. Maria, inform the flight dequeree returning to the gate. You want to know what a real walk of shame looks like? Try being escorted off a plane by airport police, dragging your purse, kid on your hip, with 70 pairs of eyes burning a hole in your back. Not a word. As she passed, a grandma in row 13 whispers, "Should have packed manners." Cubs cap, 2 fingers to Buck MVP. Buck sneezes, little trumpet sound. Kid across the aisle whispers, "Bless you." And the row finally exhales. Applause breaks out, polite but relieved. Captain Rios checks in. "You and your partner okay, Cole?" "We're good, Jack." He nods. "Policy's there for a reason. Keeps us all safe. Officers need a statement, so Buck and I step off to do the paperwork. I explain exactly what happened, tried to take the seat, refused to move, grabbed the harness. Legal language, facts only. While I'm giving my statement, Karen's down at the gate trying to go live on Facebook. Officer says, "Not on the jet bridge, ma'am." She fades out. That's that, right? Not even close. Because the age of the smartphone means everything is content. We finally take off, and by the time I land in Denver, my phone's blowing up. Texts, calls, messages, memes, news stories. Airline Karen deplaned after attacking service dog. The videos are everywhere, her allergy performance, the diaper protest in the aisle, the whole seat saga. The internet's already judged. Good Boy Buck and Captain Fantastic are trending. But Karen's not Dinesh spinning her own yarn on Facebook. She posts a blurry pic of Buck's face, circles his mouth and calls him a vicious pit bull. Says I threatened her. Says the captain was my buddy, and the whole crew conspired. I'm furious not just for me, but for Buck. For every legit service dog team out there. So I call my brother, Mark Lawyer, voice of reason. "Don't get emotional," he says. "Facts, not fire. Be methodically petty." That's the move. I file a Freedom of Information Act request for the incident report, captain's log. While waiting, I post calm, dry facts under the top viral video screenshots of my ticket, links to DOT regs, Q&A about service animals. No spice, no insults, just the law. And a little PDF. Respect the vest. 3 rules: don't distract, don't touch, don't ask what the disability is. I send it to every outlet that ran Karen's story. The thread blows up, news sites add my side. Karen's post quietly disappears, and then the airport calls. There's a hearing. Karen faces a fine and a flying ban. I show up with Buck and Dr. Alistair, his certifier, plus Captain Rios. The judge, ex-military, doesn't buy Karen's act for a second. The evidence is overwhelming: video, logs, testimony. Karen's defense crumbles. Verdict: $1,000 fine, 6-month ban. Judge's last words? Motherhood doesn't grant you special privilege, it grants you responsibilities. A few days later, the airline posts a photo of a golden retriever in a seat. We're committed to accessible travel for all passengers, including those with service animals. To Buck, the goodest boy, a travel voucher for your next trip. That was the cherry on top. Look, the world didn't change overnight. But the rules worked, the truth came out, and a very good dog got the public respect he deserved. Sitting on my couch that night, Buck's head on my lap, I realized this wasn't revenge. It was accountability. A quiet victory. So here's the moral, plain and simple. Pay for your own seat. Keep your hands to yourself. And always nice to the dog. Now let's stir the pot. Have you ever seen a public tantrum go viral? Or been caught in the crossfire of someone else's drama? Where's the line between standing up for yourself and just making noise? Drop your thoughts and stories below. And hey, give Buck a virtual belly rub in the comments if you think he earned that MVP.